Alright guys, I've actually decided that I'm going to do a few texture pack reviews. I'm going to start with this one. It's Derelict, I believe you say it. It's made by the She-Wolf, and it's actually a really cool HD texture pack. I'd say it looks a lot like video games, like Fallout, stuff like that. Real rustic war games, at least to me. I think it would be absolutely amazing for if you used it for a custom map because of some of the features and the graphics on it, but we'll get to that in a second. While it's building the train, I was going to make sure you all know that I've started a Minecraft Let's Play. It's starting out slow at first, but please feel free to leave comments to tell me what you would like to see built, or if you want me to go exploring, if you want me to find a certain biome, just let me know, and I will try to do everything I can. Alright, I'm going to actually cut to where I'm actually in the world. Alright, we're going to start here with the cobble. As you can see, it looks very realistic, a lot like a stone building would in real life. Then next we have the brick. I do like the brick. I think it looks pretty cool. I personally think it'd look a little better if some of the bricks were a little more red. Not necessarily the red of the default texture pack, but just a little more red. So you can see the stone. It's typical plain stone, which totally works. Then the light wood, which is the traditional wood, I think it looks really cool how they actually make it look like there's bark on there. And then the dark wood, which it's darker, it looks nice, I like it. Jungle wood, I think it looks okay, but could be a little better. I think the dark brown of it is a little strange, but it looks good. The birch wood, I like that. I really like the white wood. Here's the four types of planks now, that they all have their own color. I do kind of wish that the jungle plank kept a little more of its red from the default. I think it really makes those planks stand out, but all in all they do look nice. If you look up above them, I have some paintings, which is one of the biggest reasons I said it would look great for a custom map. Because like this brick tour and the posters and the private property no trespassing signs, it would be very useful in making a custom map. Alright, here we have the ores. You can see all of them going from the left to the right. There's diamond, gold, iron, coal, lapis, and redstone. I do wish iron wasn't quite so red. It might make it easy for your eyes to just think it's redstone by just being used to that being red only. But I do think it looks nice. We have the clay block. I do think the muddy looking texture in it is rather amazing. It looks good. The diamond block, honestly, I'm not sure. I think it might be supposed to be a TV or something, but I personally don't think it looks that great. The gold block, it's good. I actually think that it's kind of ingenious to put the clock on there. Like I said, a custom map would be amazing with that. The iron block kind of looks like the sides are bolted. Nice detail there, and the little, you can tell in the corners, like where it makes it look like it's a little rusted. That was a nice touch. Alright, bedrock. I do think it looks cool. It looks a little more just textured than actual stony, but no one really knows what bedrock's made out of, so that works. There's moss stone. I like how it's done. The light green on it rather than just covered. I do think the moss could be a little darker, but all in all it looks good. Alright, and this one's stone bricks. I do like. It's different than a stone. It's not just a smooth texture with lines drawn in it. I do like the shadowing work on it to make them look a little more 3D. And obsidian, it pretty much looks a lot like bedrock, just lighter white. Obsidian is white and black in real life, so I do think that was a nice touch. The gravel looks okay. It looks almost like paper thrown down though, rather than rocks, but I mean, to each his own. Now I love this, the glowstone as a lantern. I think that's absolutely ingenious. And it would add a great touch to the houses rather than just a big block of light. It would be nice that there's something more there. Right next to it I put one of the leaf blocks. It's the main tree leaves. I think it looks interesting. The texture is really nice. Then the sand and sandstone. The texture in the sandstone is alright. I do like the default sandstone, but like I said, to each his own. Here we have the ice, snow, and the melons. I mean, ice and snow didn't change too much. They look alright, and then the melon, I do like that texture. We have the pumpkin and the jack-o'-lantern. I personally don't love the curved look on the pumpkins. I've seen a lot of texture packs that do that. I know a lot of people think it looks a lot more realistic, but it personally snaps my imagination out of the game because it's all rounded and then goes to a blunt corner. Alright, and next to the jack-o'-lantern we have an example of the vines. I love how these look in this one. They look real nice and very much like you'd see in the wilderness, so I really like it. We have the iron bars. Let me get close here. You might be able to see them a little better. It's basically chain link fence. I can't tell if it just shows the chain links on the bottom and the sides. That's kind of what it looks like it's doing, but overall it looks good. Alright, now I have the TNT block, which just says danger on it, which I guess is appropriate for most people using TNT. We've got the bookcase. I really do like the color scheme of the bookcase. It looks nice. We've got a chest. It looks like real worn wood, and that is a great touch. And then we've got glass. The glass actually looks like it's got mud or something on it. Gives it a very weathered look, which I do like. It's a nice touch. And then right next to it, we've got the crafting table. I like the addition of the scissors and looks like a knife on there. And the texture behind it, the planked wood, I do like that. It looks really nice. We have the dispenser, which I'm not 100% positive what they wanted it to look like, but it's not bad. I do like the furnace being an oven. It's completely appropriate considering 9 times out of 10 you are cooking food in there. And then we've got the note block and the jukebox. Again, they have the same texture like in the original pack, but just a different texture. I like how it looks like cabinets with like the door coming off. It's a nice touch. Alright, let me back out a little bit and you'll be able to see the wool colors. The colors weren't really changed much, except for I think the magenta and like the yellow are a little, and even the light blue are a little brighter, and the green is brighter for sure. And they've got just a little bit of texture put to them. I think that was perfectly done. They look nice. Right here you've got a torch. You can see it kind of looks like those old-fashioned ones you see in movies like the Goonies and stuff like that, where it's in the wall. They've got a sticky piston and a normal piston. Not really sure what they were going for on the sticky piston. It looks a little gross, but it looks alright. Here's the fences. I do like the fence and the fence gate in this one. I think they look really good. We've got the ladder down here, which about the same texture as the fences. Makes sense, you're making it out of the same wood. It looks nice. And here we have the normal track in front of me, and a powered rail, and then a detector rail. This is my only huge problem with this map, because there's very subtle differences between all of them, but they're very hard to see. Alright, like I was saying, they all look about the same, which could make it harder to, when you're going back over a track you're building, to be able to tell if you put enough powered rails and detector rails and such. And as you can see behind it is the cart. It looks very worn, like the paint is peeling off. I think that was a good addition to this map. Here are the 4 types of steps: wood, cobblestone, brick, and then stone. I do think they look really nice. They keep well with the textures of their original materials while still looking unique, and at the fold they actually look very 3D, which is nice. Up here we've got the trapdoor. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, quite high enough. There you go, the trapdoor. Looks like an old basement like trapdoor. It's a very nice touch. The enchantment table has to be one of my favorite things in here. You open it, the red is continued throughout. I like black and red color schemes. It's probably why I love it so much. Alright, I'm going to go down here. And as you can see, there are the cacti, which I think look awesome. Let me put another torch down so we can see a little better. There we go. The cacti, I think they look very realistic and very nicely done. We've got the reeds, which I also like how they are textured. They look a lot more 3D than the originals. Alright, let's go back up real quick. Alrighty, and I'll show you the last couple things. First is the lava. I do like how the lava looks in this map. Orange, yellow, some black in there. It looks nice. I do like it. And speaking of the grass, as you've been seeing this whole time, I do like how the grass blocks look. Looks very wispy. And the water in this one, it's a little murkier of water. That's a little bit of a blue tint, almost a green tint to it, but I do think it looks decent. Right here's the doors. Here's the wooden door. Right here, which, I mean, it looks good. It looks like a nice, almost broken wooden door. And then the iron doors are actually fence gates. So that could be actually very useful, and if you want to build that style looking fence around something, they won't be able to be opened without levers or anything. The cake is right here. It's just kind of a big red blob. I think they could have done more with that. Maybe they were making this for a custom map and needed a block like that. I don't know. But I do think they could have done a little more. The boat I love. I love how it looks. It looks like it's got rope patterns on it, and in the center part of it, it looks 3D, truly 3D. I like that. Here's the bed. Another reason why I say this would be a good custom map texture pack. The bed looks very worn and torn apart. There aren't even sheets on it. It's a mattress, so that could be interesting. Here I've got the redstone. Redstone in this one first, and right in front of me, unpowered, and then powered a block past that. It's just pretty much a thin red line. Make it easy to hide your power sources. And then also the redstone torch. It almost looks like a police light put on top of a pole. But it does look interesting. The brewing stand I do think looks nice and classic. Nothing too different in there. Then as you can see right here is the wheat. I do like the color, the gray texture, the yellow texture mixed in. It looks good. Then there's grass. And the yellow flowers and the red flowers. Once again, not my favorite to be retextured. So I believe a lot of people make them look like weeds, and I honestly think those do. Here's the fire. I do like it in its animation. It looks nice. I believe it's a little shorter, if I'm not mistaken, than the default, but I could be wrong on that. Here in this chest we've got a few items. Start off with mushroom stew, the bowl. I like how the saddle looks. It looks really realistic, like a true horse saddle. And then I do like how the clock has a part missing and stuff like that. It's a nice touch to this map. And then lastly, there's some stuff in here, the armor, which I do like. I don't know about the gold pants. They look a little weird. There's a gold outline. And same with the gold hat. It looks a little strange. It almost looks like you could mark you by profession if you were playing on a multiplayer server, so that could be interesting. Up here, I like how the food looks. It's very three-dimensional and looks amazing. Also next to that I have the iron weapons. Just to give an example, they also do look a lot more 3D. Overall, I would give this texture pack probably 8.5 out of 10. So there are some great things in it, but then also there's some not so great. I'm actually going to show you the jungle. If I could get my butt to fly. Apparently I don't want to, so I will go over here. So you can see out in the distance, the jungle over there. Kind of a wide scope of what the trees look like. I do think it looks really cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave comments below. And for those watching my Minecraft series, if you'd like me to use this texture pack or any others that I review for that series, be sure to leave me a comment and let me know. I hope you guys have a good day.